Hey everyone, welcome back to another AMAG Asks. Really excited today to be joined by one of my teammates, Director of Global Operations, Ewan Abbott. Ewan, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Carl.
So Ewan and I talk daily. Ewan's responsible for our global operations, and he'll get into what that means. But I was really excited to have him on because coming from the commercial side, and then prior to that, coming from the reseller side, I think oftentimes we call it fulfillment for granted, right? How the product gets to us. And so I've certainly been on a learning journey here over the last year, and Ewan's been my guide in that sense. And so I thought we'd spend some time today talking, and then maybe hopefully educating our broader community as well, because it's not something that really is talked about as much as I think it should be. So, Ewan, why don't we start with you just kind of going over what your purview here is here at AMAG?
So I look after our end-to-end supply chain and operations, and that includes everything that we bring into the company. It's not well known within the market that we manufacture all the AMAG manufactured products are manufactured by us, and that's manufactured from bare board to full PCBA assembly and then full assembly into panels. I also am responsible for our global logistics and our customer service and our quality engineering and new product development to bring product into our company as we develop on our next generation products. I'm also responsible for our facility in the US and our team there, including customer service, procurement, and operations.
And you are sitting in our manufacturing plant in Tewksbury, right?
I am. I'm sitting in Tewksbury, and our manufacturing plant is just over my shoulder behind that window. And that's where our main manufacturing takes place. Okay,
so we'll just get right into it. A lot of times, Ewan will, if we're being honest, he'll politely educate me on the fact that our operations team does a lot more than just get parts into people's hands faster, which we do. But it's an entire process that, by us owning that process end to end, it affords us some significant benefits then that we pass through, obviously, to our channel partners and at the end of the day, our end users. So can we pick that apart a little bit, Ewan? So we could be a little bit more direct on what type of benefits our end users can expect from an end-to-end partner?
Yeah, it's because we do have that full control of our end-to-end supply chain. We have the ability to match the future demand from our customers with our ability to be able to supply that right through the supply chain. And when there are issues, which there has been over the last few years, especially with component availability, we're able to understand that and react very quickly to it, either by re-engineering that product. So we're able to supply an exact same product, but with different components. And on top of that, we're able to test it in the same thorough way that we would test any of our products. And actually, over the whole period of the difficulties of component supply in electronics, we didn't once miss a customer demand or a delivery from our manufactured products.
Yeah, that's having been, the period of time you're referencing, I think, is mainly during sort of the COVID challenges, right? And
yeah, COVID and post-COVID, yes.
Yeah, and post-COVID and catch up and all that. Having been on the channel side during that equation, we had some difficult conversations because there were some significant lags across, many different segments of the industry. So appreciate that. So I think the obvious part is, I shouldn't say the obvious part, but that's the area that I oftentimes go to is the the speed to delivery, that shouldn't be understated, but I think it's something that is observed, and we certainly control that because we make our own boards, which is different than the entire industry. Some do, some don't, but we make our own boards. We develop our own software. We do it all in house. I think some of the more nuanced part of the conversation comes in when you were educating me around like kind of testing and quality and how sometimes that's not something that is kept in house. But we feel that's important. So you want to expand a little on that?
Our ability to have the board designed in-house together with the firmware and software that goes on that board is a big advantage for us. It's something that's quite unique in the fact that we have all those disciplines internally. Our quality assurance team works very, very closely with our development team at all stages through development, right from the initial concept right through to new product introduction into the facility. So we have that very close connection between what it is we're trying to achieve and how we achieve it. And we do a very good job of that. We by doing that, we can be really, really efficient. We can be really, really quick in terms of a turnaround for either a new product or a respin of a board for whatever reason.
I think it's also why you'll see, at least from our, like our access control product, why you have boards that are over 30 years old out there that are still supported within our current symmetry, edition. And so from a backwards compatibility perspective, we're able to ensure that because it's all our stuff, right?
Yes. And because we have very, very high quality standards, that's the reason you get a long life out of an AMAG product in the field. I mean, and that's why we have to support those products, because their life expectancy is high.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I know that this may be obvious to some, but certainly was a conversation that I was excited to have because as I continue along my AMAG journey and learn all of the different unique disciplines that we have within our organization, it's just really exciting. And so wanted to be able to share that with with our community. So thanks for taking the time today, Ewan. I know it's a busy time for you right now, so I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you, Carl. It's a pleasure.